And switching over to the softball diamond now, as of 2022, the Carroll Chargers had never secured a regional championship. And as of the last 2 seasons, the team has now claimed 2 titles back-to-back. The Chargers fought back in a late-inning comeback to snag the regional crown over Huntington North in quite the dramatic fashion to move on to the next round of play.
Future's looking great. You would never recognize that like someone's a freshman or a junior or senior or sophomore, and we don't treat anyone like they're underclassmen or upperclassmen. We're all one team. So sometimes we have a freshman step up, sometimes we have senior step up, but we all work together to accomplish the one goal, and it seems to be working. So we've had a great year because of it.
The Chargers will now play Hamilton Southeastern tomorrow at 11 a.m.
All right, in Class 3A for the 3rd straight year and 5th time in the last 7, the Leo softball team is semi-state bound. The Lions beat NE8 rival East Noble in regionals to claim their spot in tomorrow's semi-state. Leo will get a rematch with New Prairie in their opening game tomorrow. The Cougars beat the Lions 1-0 in the semi-state title game a year ago, ending Leo's season just short of a trip to that 3A title game.
We're in our revenge era right now. We want our revenge. We're all very much locked in. We're ready we want to make it to state. We don't want to lose again.
I think this year we just need to make sure our defense is on top like it was last year. And I think when we get runners on, we need to be smart and we need to move them strategically, even to get just 1 runner on the board.
We know what to expect from them. They have no idea what we're about to do to them, and I feel like they'll underestimate us, and I feel like we're going to come out on top.
We felt pretty great. You know, we've talked about it these past few days, just the excitement of going into semi-state and the idea of carrying on our season into state next week. I think we just really need to just have fun and enjoy it and live in the moment.
Live in the moment. Gotta love the motto. Leo and New Prairie squaring off at 1 p.m. over at Twin Lakes tomorrow afternoon.
Well, let's chat about Norwell now. The Knights are going into semi-state this weekend, clinging on to a 9-game winning streak. The team is advancing on due to their 3-1 victory over Yorktown as they snagged their first regional title in over 21 years.
It's kind of a goal of ours at the beginning of the season. So, you know, we always talk about putting balls on the fence. We have signs out there. So it's just something that, you know, I mean, with the boys that do it here all the time, it's something I'd love to do more often with the girls. So yeah, it was pretty cool. A great group of kids that get along really well. So I think top to bottom, from our best players to our young kids, we just get along. I mean, we have kind of that camaraderie, I think, as a team. So our players are just, you know, they're kind of fighting together and having fun. I think that's something that's important for us.
Kevin Baird and his Knights are set to have a matchup with Western, hosted by Twin Lakes tomorrow at 11 a.m.
All right, hey, in Class 2A for the first time in nearly a decade, the South Adams softball team is semi-state bound. The Stars taking down Eastside earlier this week 4-3 in a thrilling game to claim their first regional since 2011. South Adams will face LaPel in their semi-state semifinal game tomorrow as they look to bring home the program's first ever semi-state championship and book a spot in the 2A title game.
They're hungry, they're ready to go. You know, I don't think the moment's too big for them. They're loose, and they got big dreams.
For you guys heading into semi-state, what's the mindset? What's the mentality? How are you guys feeling?
To have a lot of grit, just do our thing, play our role, and play as a team. Everyone's got to back each other up, hype each other up, and don't get down.
We got to execute. You know, we can't make mistakes, and we got to put the ball in play. I mean, at this point, it's just. It just really comes down to whether or not we make plays and make the routine.
The Starfires will face LaPel in their semi-state game tomorrow at Warsaw. First pitch at 1 p.m.